I want to tell you about interrogation. I'm going to tell you about the methodology used to do so. They'll use any methodology they can. To know how urgently they need the information. And what do you think that means? They should be interrogating you. But they're not. They're not doing your job. They're not establishing anybody is correct. Anybody. If you want to call me a such a life, I mean, it's because they personally hate me. I'll make a video about how some man's life was once threatened, and they feel offended by that, and they have to watch it, and they think I'm some sort of piece of shit person. They literally try to build a computer, take over somebody's mind, and then use it on them, without anybody else knowing. And I think that's delusional. That's because they're delusional. Everybody is. I don't think a sane person my entire life. You get to know somebody long enough to bear the same. And the things they do, it obviously don't need to do. Where we might well be. They could take pills. It could be you need help from all these people to make yourself sane. Because you can't get everybody's help. Cry wolf and like, please, please, make me sane. And you're not sane and you never will be. I mean, some of the things people think aren't really known to everybody else, are they? But they're not really sane thoughts. Your brain is mischievous and actually tricking you into new things. A lot of other people can trick you. Or your friends can come over and you can hang out for a while. What would you be doing? You don't have to tell me, I don't care. I'm saying, watch out for yourselves, you know. Know that somebody's watching you. Know that somebody is constantly near you. You can't shake them. Maybe you don't want to. You just know this. Often, you will not be warned. I'm warning you, the end of the world is upon us. And just shortly. And we'll start it. If I give Mr. Ali Reza Ahmadinejad proper permit to kill him, that's what starts this off with a bang. Makes it go fast. It's it's been a while, so it could happen any time. He says he needs 20 total years to do this. You're not going to get the time you want. What I'm going to do is just me being God. It has a lot to do with the fact that God was a man. And that he had that type of agency. He had power over men. So when men wanted him to do something for them, he'd say, what? Give me a break. And he would say, why do you want to do this anyways? Because you personally had power? I don't see it, guy. I see a lot of things do as jokes. There's foolish things the government does that don't benefit it in any way. And I'm not just talking about any government. I'm talking about the government that I see the most of, that I know the most about. I mean, if people truly knew how bad some of the laws were that are written, or they cared, or, I don't know. Let me explain something to you. Most people don't give a damn. Most people think If it's good for me, it's got to be good for everybody else. I don't think living life on Earth is pretty good when you don't know what you're doing and nobody tells you. When you're truly not what you say you are, and you're just something you're not, and you lie, as you are. I mean, who we can lie to? A mother, a father. I suppose I'll lie to anybody who came in the room and lied to you. And you lie. You can lie a lot, can't you? I mean, truly, what are you gonna do? You see that I'm here on this planet. Here I am, I say. And what are you gonna do? What do you think's behind the eyes? In front of you? What do you think's in front of you right now? A man, a god, who? I mean, truly, because he could do what? I mean, because he could control a computer with his mind. He can control men with his mind. Force them to do things that at times make them understand that they were not meant to do that. And then, I'm going to get an evil man. I'll take care of them as best I can. Rid the world of their ideas and their logic. Rid the world of their marks and reasons. It's going to take some time. And I know I can do it. But you just gotta stand with me. There'll be no fighting about who's Lord. I know who the Lord is. That's it. And who am I supposed to be? Myself. My name is Joshua. I think that's pretty obvious when you go out there and look at my page. My name is Joshua. That's who I am. Who else am I? Nobody. I'm not another person. I have another agency that's working with this man in Iran. Somehow influence decision-making processes all around the world. They'll maybe be made akin to the way he wants them to be made. Things will never work. It's not a very bright man. The contracts they fill out were not. They did. But the real funny part about it is the NSA will get in there with them, and they won't get out of it either. They want more money. They want somebody to love them. I don't love them. I'd love to kill them off myself. I had to. If I was required to kill them off to save people's lives, I certainly would. That's why I would like to start a situation where perhaps we'll find out if they're going to save people's lives to give them this idea that personally I want to see people save life. And if they don't want to, then we'll know for a fact that they didn't want to save life. We don't have to kill them, but we'll know that they don't want to save nobody. I mean, situations like 9/11, 7/11, other dates, major strikes. I mean, we're seeing as major strikes. I mean, really, that was just a nick. That was barely a nick in anything. It didn't do no damage. But that's what I don't understand, is how they could become that stupid as to think that would work. But I don't know who they're fighting against or why they're really trying to nick things like that. I understand they think it's spectacular. It's like something to watch, it's something to see, and it's like, yes, we did that. That's how we take over the world. But other people have done much better. I mean, they didn't fly a plane into a building to do what they did, and then beyond that, they didn't have to make crazy mocking gestures or go crazy insane inside some guy's house because they weren't there or whatever, and they were spying on him all the time. Like they were supposed to do what? They're supposed to talk to me about what they're doing, but they refuse to. And no, that doesn't make it feel good for me in any way, but dude, I'm done with that problem. I'm explaining it to you so you know, based upon Josh here, who says, I know many things and I can help many people, but do understand I cannot help these men like you think. They'll always be very evil. They will never be able to wake up from whatever madness that's inside their head. That's them themselves, what they are. They're not supposed to be good anymore. They never really were good. I mean, I wish you would have been there from the beginning to understand these things like I do, but I don't think you should understand them like I do. Just understand, you're not a bad man, and you don't want your children around them, and you don't want them around you. And I wish I could find out where they were all at, but people still love them, and you don't know why, do you? Because they're bad men. I mean, they have a family, but they didn't care. That wasn't the part of it that really meant something to them. But that's all that any of it really meant to God, is that you would be able to live and have a family. I mean, I guess that's not good enough for them. They don't want just a family. They want the family. They want to be the ones. Why wasn't one of us the one? I mean, we know all that now. We didn't know that then, but yeah, we know. But why can't we be like you? And I wish they could, but it's impossible. It will never be done. They'll never know as much as I do. Let me tell you why you don't know nearly as much as I do. One of the reasons is you don't know who I am. The other reason is you're not asking very important questions. I mean, do I ask you very important questions? Not really, because I know more than you do. Why else would I make this video and make it so long and arduous and drawn out that you didn't watch it and go, yeah, I think you know a lot of things more than I do. I think you know that there's a lot more people out there than just you. And when you talk to them, they think, who is that? You think, listen, if you want to live, you're going to have friends that can help you. And if that's the government, then that's good, and they should help you, right? But I'm not saying it's going to be very good, guys. Because was living at a concentration camp a very good thing? No. And people die, and no one seems to know who you're lying. You do understand black sites and interrogation methods and things you've heard about. Maybe you haven't heard about all of them. Well, I'm here to tell you the majority of what man does is no good. It's not godlike. And you're talking to an honest man. You're also talking to a man who don't know what he really wants to do anymore. He wants to turn out the light and then get hide in the darkness and wait. I mean, I see the lights out there. I want to see who walks into it. And at times I don't just want to see, I want people to follow me into it. To follow me towards God. I'm not asking you to follow me today. I'm not asking you to follow me at all. I didn't tell you to follow me. I haven't told any of these people to follow me in any real way. Never spoke to any of them. They're still spying on me and not revealing themselves to me. They don't want anybody to know. And that's why we're not going to work with them ever again, guys. That's why those guys were the guys who don't need to be around. I mean, they needed a job at Fort Knox where they just kind of stood in the room. I mean, it's an important job for them. They're at Fort Knox. They stand around the room. I mean, that's their job. That's their job description. I mean, that's what they want for jobs. For people like us. And their job is to do what again? Make sure everybody does what they're told. So why are those guys like that? It's because of their nature. Because of the way they want to be. They want to take over the world. They don't want anybody to know. They want people to somehow lie and cheat. And they want somebody to get a gun and shoot men. Let's just go over this one, friends. If I didn't want you to see my face in any real way, but I wanted to walk down the street, what would I do? And that could be many things. I guess I'd put on some glasses. Yeah, I could cover myself with a hat. I'm pretty much hidden in this sense, but not really. You know, people would look at you, but they're not looking at me. They don't even seem to think anything about it, and like I've always really said, is that I've never really told anybody about it. And now I'm telling you, and the rest of the people that want to know about it. But, you see how that's out of order? I should have began like that. And didn't I? I began telling you, making it known to you, and suddenly, bam, people want to know about it. But they can't maintain. They don't know how to somehow justify what they're seeing. So you go, do you wish to die or do you wish to live? Or giving you out orders other than going, take those men and show them what this does. And you show it to them. Like, you have a copy of this. So what? There are copies of things too. But nothing incriminating on my computer is going to incriminate me or be like, here's my viruses and here's how I'm going to take over the world with viruses. I already contacted Putin and told him about the virus. And said, want to tell that guy not to put a chip in his head so at least you know that. You know, the chip in your head ain't going to do nothing. It ain't going to make you a smarter Putin guy. I mean, it ain't. None of that's going to make you any smarter at all. It's just going to lead to your death. And by a person like me. By one of 144,000 people of what we call Jews. And the whole notion of Jews isn't the fact that they're from Judea today. It's that they're through their ancestries and family lines and through other mysterious channels which we would not know much about because we do not know much about our Maker at all. We know very little. We know he lived and he died, and we know very little. We don't know the whole truth. So let's go over this again. Let's go over this once again. You're gonna die, and no one will care about you. I mean, who would care about God if he died? Who would? And then who already knows what they would do? They've done it, they'll do it again. Like, we always loved you. But that, I would say, is the lie. No love involved in this relationship of me talking to a computer. Saying, do you see me and are you going to comment on this or anything at all? Like, you don't watch shit. I can't truly see, but it's for fucking 20 minutes we made that video. I say we because you could help. Make your own videos and say, why do you think people do this or why do you think they do that? Why do people spy on each other and want to know? I mean, why do people ask why? Maybe they should spy on people that don't ask why. Because then they'd be the people they knew. I mean, that's a great question. Not one easily answered. The easier answered question would be, how are you going to do this? I showed you. But if they choose not to watch all the videos, then they'll be in contempt of court. And they're trying to say, this video right here, Josh, this is the one. And you became violent, you tried to kill him, like you said you might have done so. I said, You know, I made a video where I yelled at the guy, yelled out the word brother a whole bunch of times, and said, yeah, call me an assassin. Does it look now like I'm an assassin? This is my assassin look. This is how I pretend I'm an assassin. I make a video and say, I'm pretending to be an assassin because, oh, I could kill somebody. Yeah, well, I know who I'm going to kill. You think I'm stupid?